Do you have a story behind the handmade creations that you make? Do you have a story about your journey to becoming an artisan? Do you have a story about where your supplies are sourced from? Now, today in the Handmade Daily, we're going to be diving into this, and it's something that I'm super passionate about. And the topic is the customer doesn't know. My name's Lena, and I'm the very proud owner of madeit.com.au, the leading handmade marketplace in Australia. And we are growing and evolving beyond my wildest dreams, and it really makes me so excited. And if you're here and you're a handmade artisan, you are in the right place. Now, today, the topic, the customer doesn't know. And we spoke about this in our Tuesday topics, which is a live Zoom session we have every Tuesday with Made It Artisans, where we're talking on, just like this really, where it's a learning, but also sharing and discussing particular topics. And one of the new artisans to the platform told me this beautiful story about his incredible wooden chopping boards that he does, and about the origin of the wood, and about how they're turned, and about how every piece that he creates, it's like it's a family member. And I'm looking at the photos that he's got, and they're beautiful, but none of that information was there. You know, people that love and appreciate handmade want to know the story. And I had a conversation literally in class this morning with a woman that's in my class who, she's not an artist, but she has an incredible collection of original Australian artwork that she has in her home. And we were talking about actually the Incognito Art Show, which I think is an amazing initiative. And I said to her, because I love it, right? And I love the ability to see all the beautiful pieces. But for me, I want to know the story behind the artist. I want to know the story of the piece. Like, you get like an inkling of it, but I want to know more. And she was the same. She's like, yep, I checked it out. But she said, I'm the same. I want to know the story. So this is, you know, your prompt that I know as a handmade artisan. There's probably a lot more to your story, where you source your creations, the story of your pieces, the story of you and what you do. Because as a handmade artisan, there is energetically a piece of you that lives in every single piece that you create. So it's absolutely got a part of you. But the reality is the customer cannot see that unless you show them and you tell them. Now, the ways in which you show and you tell them, show them in your product imagery, show them in your socials, the way that you tell them, in your descriptions, in your posts, in the written aspect. These are all such important parts of the story, and really important to the growth and evolution of your handmade artisan business. Now, my preference, if we're talking about showing and telling, is always to show, you know, using that analogy that we have with writing, which is show, don't tell. And for me, like, let's take the example of the chopping boards I was talking about. If they really are a part of the family, and if they really have gone on quite the journey for sourcing those woods, right? How can you show it in the pictures? Maybe it's the artisan holding the art board, like holding the board, and just having that, you know, natural joy that happens when we pick up our own creations. Is it showing a shot from where the wood was sourced, from where your supplies are sourced, and showing that landscape in Australia and what that looks like? These will all build into you. These will all build into your brand, and they will become rock solid components. That means that customers will see the value in buying from you. So it's such an important piece of the puzzle. Obviously, you can see it's also something I'm super passionate about as well. So this is it for the Handmade Daily. Perhaps your prompt to go and grab your handmade notebook and go, if I was going to show more parts of my story, more parts of my creation, what would I show? It's a great one to journal on. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you here tomorrow for the Handmade Daily. Bye.